Hey everybody, my name is Zane, also known as Block.studios, and I want to talk to you about what to expect once your baby has been born, the hospital experience really quick, and then a couple things to expect once you get home. As a father, it's very unique, and I just want to help elaborate and express some of the things that I experienced, and hopefully it helps you with some knowledge, because there's things I had no idea happen. So right out the gate, once your baby is born, a lot is going to happen right in the hospital room with the delivery team and the nurses and the doctor and all that stuff, and it's going to be very unique to your situation, whether it's C-section or whether it's natural birth or all of those different options. So you'll have to weigh those specifically for you. But there's going to be some time you'll spend in the hospital, a day, maybe two. We ended up spending 2 days in the hospital because my son was a little bit larger, and so they wanted to test him for diabetes and make sure that he was good because he was a heavier baby. And what that looked like was they came in once, did a blood test. He failed, he had just eaten, and so his sugar levels were high. And so then that triggered a 24-hour test where they would come in like every hour, every 2 hours, I can't remember exactly, but something like that. And they would prick his foot and test his blood and make sure his levels were where they needed to be for like a 24-hour span, which kind of, it was a little bit emotional for us because new baby, trying to learn all these things, and then they're pricking the baby's foot. At least in America, that's what they did. So be prepared that they might do that, they might not. Your situation be a little bit more unique depending on you and everything like that, but that's what we went through. And then after that's all done, we spent those 2 days in the hospital trying to learn, the feeding process and how to breastfeed. There's a specialist that comes in and helps the mother learn the latching and how all of that works, as well as teaching how to swaddle, how to wrap the baby properly, how to change the diaper. So if you don't know those things, if you haven't been to classes, or even if you're just, you're there with the baby and it's different and new, don't be scared to ask the question, because they love to teach, they love to show, and they want to make sure that you're successful. So know that they'll be in and out, they'll be checking on mom, checking on the baby, and make sure that everything's good. So if you have questions, if she has questions, make sure you ask. At least in here in America, if things are different, let me know in the comments how it is in other countries. So there's that. Then once everything's good and you guys have spent a couple days in there, then you'll be getting ready to go, getting ready to discharge, the whole nine. And for us, I was in charge of getting obviously the car seat and getting the truck and getting everything ready and warmed up and good to go. And I wanted to make sure we were locked in, make sure it was safe. And the hospital here in America, they check the harness or the buckles on the baby and make sure that it's secure, and talk about how tight to make it, where the buckle actually needs to sit, not up in their throat. And they help educate a little bit before you leave the hospital. Item number one, now that you're home, you made it where you're going, you got your destination, things to know, we'll go through a list of them, but number one is going to be that your baby will be waking up every 2 to 3 hours to eat. Whether that's formula, bottle, breastfeeding, whatever it is, the baby will be waking up every 2 to 3 hours. Our experience with him having some fluid in his stomach and kind of doing both, it just depended on who was awake at the time. If Kaylee was awake, then she would jump in there and breastfeed him, put him back to sleep. If I was awake, I would jump up, make a bottle, whether that's frozen breast milk or formula. I would make the bottle, she would breastfeed, either or. We would get him nice and full, walk around him for a minute, and put him right back in the bassinet right next to our bed so he could sleep until the next 2 to 3 hour wake up time for some more food. And item number two on the list here for the things to expect when you're home as a new dad is your baby is going to poop and pee a lot. It happens. They use the bathroom. They eat, they poop. It's normal. Get used to it. With it being your baby, it's not as gross as you think. But with that, there's some things you're going to need, like diapers and wipes. And for us, we ended up going with these Huggy Essential brand diapers because they're not scented, they don't have crazy designs. For us, the scented ones, you're worried about his sensitive skin, just in case, all that stuff. We didn't want the designs because on all of these diapers, there's a yellow band right in front that whenever they pee, that yellow band actually turns blue. So with a brand like Honest, which is cute, but they've got tons of designs on it, it makes it kind of hard to see that line. So you got to really look and make sure that they've used the bathroom. You'll know when they use, but something that we prefer. The Huggies brand also has this liner inside of it that helps prevent from blowouts. It still happens, they still blow out. You're gonna have to get used to it. Bringing extra clothes is a whole thing. But that liner, the way it fits my son, is the best for us, and that's why we went with the Huggies brand. We will also, include these down below in the description for the brands we use, the wipes, the diapers, the formulas, the whole nine. I will include all of that stuff down below. But something else you'll need is wipes. We ended up going with the Honest brand wipes because they're unscented, they're water-based. I think it's like 99% water or something like that. And they're really great for his skin. There's also a water brand wipes. There's all kinds of different wipes and different things you can try. Just make sure you try some, see what's best for you and what works best for you. But that's what we ended up using, was the Honest brand wipes and the Huggies brand diapers. Number 3 on the list is going to be baby spit up. Get used to it. We associate throw up with like food and grossness and alcohol and all these nasty things whenever you're throwing up as adults. But baby throw up is just milk. It's milk, spit up, too much air, all this kind of stuff. It is a thing and it happens, so get used to it. But tricks to the trade, make sure that you have the right formula for your baby if you're going that route. We went formula and breast milk, like I said in the beginning of this. So we did a little bit of both. The formula he would spit up on more than just regular breast milk. But make sure you have burp cloths everywhere. Burp cloths in the kitchen, bathroom, living room, bedroom, their room, if they're in your room, whatever you're doing, make sure you have burp cloths everywhere. Because for us, when we first started out, we realized that we didn't have enough of them. We had like 4 or 5, but they were always in one spot because we got his nursery already and everything, and we would need them in the kitchen or we would need them in the living room, and we had to walk all the way back there to go get them, have spit up all over us or all over him, and so we never had them quite in the right spot. Eventually figured it out. Got a little cart that we kept with us around that had everything on it, but make sure you have burp rags. Number 2 with the throw up thing would be make sure you have the right formula. Try different formulas, try different brands. What we ended up using is called Kindermill. I think it's from Europe, is where it's based out of. It sells at Target and Walmart and Smith's here in Utah. Kindermill, it's like the closest thing to actual whole real milk that we have found, and he went from spitting up every day to maybe once a week. So he still spits up a little bit, but it's nowhere near what he used to. So make sure you get burp rags and try different formulas. See what your baby's stomach can handle the best, because they can't talk to you, they can't tell you. So use a couple different ones and see what happens. All right, let's jump right into item number 4, which is going to be the follow-up doctor's appointment. Something that I didn't know that everybody should be aware of is there is a follow-up appointment with your pediatrician to check the baby's weight. So make sure before you even have your baby, make sure you do your research, find the pediatrician that best fits your needs. We did that. We scheduled the appointment. That way we can check their weight, check their sugar levels, they check a whole bunch of things, and make sure your baby is good, because once they're born, they actually lose some weight and they want to make sure that everything's still healthy and everything's still going great. So item number 4, a short one, but make sure you're ready for the follow-up baby appointment with your baby's pediatrician. Item number 5, and it is going to be probably the most important item to understand as a new dad, home with your wife, fiance, girlfriend, whatever you're doing, being home with your significant other. The most important thing to realize is she is going to be in recovery. They say 6 weeks to 10 weeks, depending on if it's a C-section, natural birth, all kinds of things. You'll learn that in the hospital. They'll tell you what your recovery time is. But make sure you are cognizant of their needs. There's going to be diapers, there's going to be rings, there's going to be ice packs, there's going to be all kinds of things that they are going to need, and there should be no judgment, and we need to make sure that we support them and understand that they will need time to take a shower. That's going to be timely because they're bleeding and they're going to be in there for a minute, and understand that you're going to have to take on some of the responsibility as a dad. Take the baby, go feed the baby, hold the baby, change the baby, while mom has time to literally recover her body, because she just went through changes that us as men will never understand or experience. So take a step back, take your new baby, enjoy your time with your baby, and let mom have her time and get her what she needs. If that's Doritos, get her Doritos. If she wants, some ice packs, get her ice packs. Get her what she needs so she can be comfortable with your guys' new baby. So number 5, being there for your significant other. And that is it. We're going to stop with 5 things to know once your newborn is here and the first time taking your newborn home as a new father. If there's something I did not cover in this video, make sure you comment down below so I can jump on it in a future video and make sure you guys get the information that you want. But make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you for watching.